Toyota used to be ahead of its time. When General Motors didn't think there was a market for small cars, Toyota introduced compact cars to America beginning in the 50s and eventually overtook GM to become the world's largest automaker. Research firms have rated Toyota and its luxury line Lexus among the top automotive brands for years. However, the glory days may be over. Like other automakers, Toyota struggled during the pandemic with chip shortages. In the fall of 2021, it made 40% fewer cars and trucks as a result of supply chain issues. But the problems may not end with the pandemic.
On top of everything else, Toyota's progress toward developing electric vehicles has been extremely slow.
It still does not have a pure electric vehicle on the road, those powered only by batteries. It does have one in the pipeline. The yet-to-be-released bZ4X was only revealed in the fall of 2021. Toyota is lagging behind despite having promising plans for the clean energy market 2 decades ago. Toyota wowed the world with the first commercial hybrid, the Prius, in 1997. Hybrids combine gas engines with electric motors, so they use less fuel than traditional gasoline vehicles. And then Toyota started producing an all-electric RAV4 in 2012, the world's only all-electric SUV at the time. To make it happen, it partnered with a little California car company, Tesla. Toyota's president was blown away by Tesla's Roadster. Akio Toyoda said he felt the wind of the future. The two companies even shared a factory for a while. However, Toyota discontinued the RAV4 EV after only 2 years. It had a limited customer base as it was only sold in California, and there were reportedly issues with long charging times. Toyota and Tesla parted ways and became rivals. Toyota's president has taken shots at Elon Musk as recently as 2 years ago, saying Tesla may have a recipe, but it lacks a kitchen and a chef, which Toyota argues it has. Tesla and Toyota have polar opposite EV strategies. Tesla has focused solely on developing electric vehicles that are battery-powered, known as battery electric vehicles. Toyota has chosen to focus on 3 other types of electrified vehicles that are not purely electric: hybrids, plug-in hybrids, which can be plugged in to extend driving range, and hydrogen-powered fuel cell cars, which Musk has dismissed as fuel cell vehicles. Fuel cell vehicles use hydrogen gas, which mixes with oxygen to produce electricity. Musk has said it's difficult to make hydrogen and store it in a car. Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess agrees, believing it's far too expensive, inefficient, slow, and difficult to roll out and transport. Toyota offers one hydrogen model, the Mirai, but seems to have a special thing for hybrids and plug-in hybrids, which made up basically all of its 500,000 electrified vehicle sales in North America in 2021. Although plug-in hybrids can be powered by battery, they can't travel very far without relying on the gas engine. The Prius Prime can only go a mere 25 miles or 40 kilometers in EV mode. Some see hybrids as a stepping stone for those who aren't quite ready to make the leap to a pure electric vehicle. However, the future appears to be all electric. Battery electric vehicles are outselling plug-in hybrids, according to data compiled by the International Energy Agency. And by the way, this was compiled before the insane prices currently hurting drivers at the pumps. So why has Toyota been so reluctant to embrace battery electric cars? In 2020, Toyota's president, Akio Toyoda, said it's too early to focus solely on battery-powered electric vehicles in response to his country's push to ban gas-powered cars. The grandson of Toyota's founder argued Japan would run out of electricity in the summertime if all cars ran on electric power, and pointed out upgrading infrastructure would cost hundreds of billions of dollars. It's true that transitioning to a 100% electric vehicle fleet will require billions of dollars of investment in the grid. One study put it at up to $125 billion for the US. But that may be inevitable. Shuli Goodman of the Linux Foundation project LF Energy said to the Washington Post, "The grid of the future isn't going to be a grid at all. It will be more like the internet, with power generation happening all over the place, something like a forest." Advocates of EVs are pushing renewable energy to charge an electric car, and charging at night when electricity demand is lower. But expanding the grid isn't the only issue concerning the head of Toyota. Akio Toyoda has said going all in on EVs in Japan could cost millions of jobs. Battery electric vehicles have fewer parts and require fewer laborers to make. EVs would also shrink the third-party supplier ecosystem. Although it seems Toyota is finally pivoting toward EVs as it plans to introduce 30 all-electric models by 2030, looks can be deceiving. The company is still not abandoning its love of hybrids. Out of the 8 million electrified vehicles Toyota hopes to sell by 2030, Only 3.5 million will be purely electric, a far cry from the 20 million Tesla aims to sell annually by 2030. And if we look at the specs of Toyota's upcoming bZ4X, it's less impressive than a Tesla, delivering less range and taking more time to go 0 to 60 miles an hour than any of Tesla's models. But of course, price matters. We don't yet know what Toyota's electric SUV will cost, and if it will be significantly less than a Tesla. Some say Tesla is the Apple of cars. When Nokia, Ericsson, and Motorola all missed the smartphone revolution, they never caught up to Apple. Toyota could find itself in the same boat if it remains reluctant to go all in on battery-powered EVs. More and more EVs are being sold every year. If you'd like to find the next big trend or big idea, my sponsored Trends can help. Trends sends you emerging business trends months before they pop up, saving you hours of research and thousands of dollars in testing. For example, research from Trends shows home theaters are increasingly becoming popular as people anticipate spending more time at home, even post-pandemic. When Trends uncovered that the indoor plant business was about to bloom, a Trends member took note and got valuable advice from the Trends community made up of thousands of ambitious business builders and raised $1.5 million in funding in 40 days. If you'd like to start finding your next great idea and growing a business, you can take advantage of a special offer you can only get on my channel. To start your 7-day trial, go to trends.co/newsthink. That's trends.co/newsthink to start your 7-day trial for just $1. The link is in my description and pinned comment. Thanks for watching. For Newsthink, I'm Cindy Palm.